Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
Ah, it's back. I make no bones about my love for Doom 2016, and was really pleased to see a sequel is in the offing. If I have to explain what Doom is at its core, then there's no helping you when it comes to gaming. Following the whole mess on Mars, we are now on Earth, and it's all gone horribly wrong. Demons are running amok, and it's a complete hellscape. Enter the Doomslayer, bane of demons, man of little words and patience. He needs little introduction, and within seconds of the game starting, it's right back to business, shotgun ready, no questions. At first it all feels very familiar. The weapons and controls are just as visceral and responsive as they were back in 2016, and the Slayer is pretty much a master gymnast complete with double jump. Shoot an enemy to weaken them and they flash, go in for the finisher, and doing this will reward you not only with an ultra-violent treat for your eyes, but with health. It's the loop the first game was based on. In short order, you're given a chainsaw, use this on enemies to get a whole slew of goodies back, ammo, etc. As you progress, the game feeds you more killing utensils. A shoulder-mounted flamethrower to set alight demons, and they'll then spew out armour in return. A dash used to navigate long jumps, which is great for hectic fights and offensively or defensively. A blood punch, which is a super punch to dispatch demons with, up close. A slew of weapons, the plasma rifle, machine gun, shotgun, super shotgun, and so on, and various grenades as well. As you go further, you get to upgrade your weapons with secondary attachments such as sticker grenades or zoom sights, and further upgrade these attachments with points from completing challenges, which are usually a room full of enemies to clear, which you would be doing anyway. Runes also return from the first game, although without the mini challenges that accompanied them, and these increase your powers as well, such as quicker finishers. You can also upgrade your suit with secret tokens found throughout the game, and these upgrades vary in usefulness from making barrels respawn, map reveals and reduced dash cooldowns. If this all sounds a bit much, then I agree to a point where it's a game that's all about point and shoot, though it is all given to you early on, and I understand that design choice. The game doesn't want to overload the player by having all this utility from the offset, but equally doesn't want you to go half the game without these extras as well. Once you get used to the purpose and what each of these killing utilities does, then it all starts to click together, and in larger fights, once you get your eye in it, it all kind of makes sense. But I'm not sure if it gets the balance quite right. 30 minutes ago, I was quite happy shotgunning zombies and firing grenades into Cacodemon's gobs, and now I'm Inspector Gadget with my double jump, flame them here, punch that, blood punch this, chainsaw the other thing. It's far from bad, but perhaps it sounds like what I'm saying is negative, but just be aware that there are a lot of things going on and it can take a while to master the flow. There are some rather obnoxious jumping puzzles this time around, and I'm not a huge fan. Breaking up the action, padding out the game even. I get the light puzzle elements and a bit of navigation to kind of set the scene when it's laid back, but it's laid on a bit thick here. And when it's at the detriment of the action, and that falling into a pit or layer reduces a portion of my HP only to respawn back at the last checkpoint, I wonder what the point is at all. Why even lose HP if when you fall it's only going to put you back to the same point when you die anyway? It's a really odd design choice. Yes, it adds verticality and some skill-based challenge other than just shooting demons, which is what Doom is meant to be all about. But when I have a huge adrenaline rush from an epic fight and then I'm treated to a room with falling platforms, spinning fireballs to navigate, and only to fail on my last jump dash and fall down into a sticky slime that inhibits my ability to jump, slows me down and rewards me with a slap from an unseen tentacle, then I have to do it all again. I have to wonder why they've put this in. There are mini challenges built into the game as well. Win X matches, blow up X demons, complete X amount of missions and so on. Yes, you get XP as well, and this goes towards unlocking various cosmetics. There's a Halloween event on at the moment, in fact, so get your skelly on. Your profile levels up with background cards, and there's different skins for the player, demons and guns. It's a nice touch, and it might add some longevity, I suppose, though it doesn't really add anything for me. When I'm done with the campaign, that's pretty much it. I can't imagine me really being that bothered about my mates going, "Ooh, look, you got the top hat and the monocle for the Revenant, aren't you good?" Yes, I've been chasing that for ages, lads, glad you noticed. Gone is the team deathmatch and any traditional style of PvP. They've gone for a more interesting, for want of a better word, mode here. It's a asymmetrical mode where one player is the Slayer and he's pitted against two other players who take on the role of demons, and the demons have various abilities such as being able to spawn minions and block loot from the Slayer in a all-out best of 3. In between rounds, the demons can power up as well, but the Slayer gets his full arsenal right from the off. I haven't personally spent a great deal of time with this, but if I can give any advice, is don't matchmake if you're going to be the demons, because you really need to coordinate to beat a decent Slayer. If you want to play it in your solo, just play the Slayer and see how you go. The reason I wanted to do a vid on this is because 2016 Doom holds such a special place in my heart. It just hit all the right notes. That and Eternal is a game I feel rather conflicted about. The last few games I've covered, I was no confliction. I love them. In fact, I nearly didn't get this one done because of Hades. It's a game I recently came back to give another chance, and while I'm glad I did, there's an inescapable feeling that this isn't as good as a 2016 offering. Why is it? One simple reason is you can't put the genie back in the bottle. They did it already. Another is, although it does what a sequel should, it builds on what came before. I'm not convinced it improves on those foundations in a positive way. Naturally you'll say, oh well, you just wanted more of the 2016 version, did you? Well, no, not quite, but stuff in the game full of upgrades and platforms wasn't really what I was looking for either. 2016 Doom was very tight, carefully orchestrated affair to the point of near perfection. Eternal is a bit bloated and sometimes just loses its way. That said, it's a very solid game and it's a lot of fun, and no doubt it can be bought pretty cheap now and it'll be on various sales over the coming winter months. I'm not sure I'd recommend this for the full 50 notes, but certainly around 30 or so. Oh yeah, and screw purple gloop and tentacles. Cheers.